The Denver Nuggets dropped another game to the New York Knicks last night. Mikko Rantanen opened up a little bit more about his recent departure from his longtime team, the Colorado Avalanche. And Patrick Surtain seems to be inspired by another Colorado star that could impact the way he approaches football in 2025 and beyond. This is your Denver Sports Daily for January 30th, 2025.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
For the first time this season, the Denver Nuggets have lost 3 games in a row. The Nuggets played the Knicks last night in Madison Square Garden for their second matchup of the season, and they left the city that never sleeps with a 122-112 loss. Despite a 33-point, 5 rebounds, 6 assists stat line from Jamal Murray, the Knicks simply proved to be too much to overcome. There were 2 major factors, I think, that contributed to the third straight loss of the season for the Denver Nuggets. The first issue, a glaring turnover differential. The Nuggets had 14 turnovers, while the Knicks had just 5, nearing a 3-to-1 turnover ratio. Ceding it to your opponent, not a recipe for success. In addition to that, both Nikola Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. found themselves in very early foul trouble, forcing Michael Malone to lean on Christian Braun and Julian Strawther from his bench unit far earlier than he would have liked to. All of these factors led to a Nuggets team that simply just failed to withstand the offensive onslaught of the New York Knicks. From the perimeter defense to a presence in the paint, the Nuggets simply did not have an answer for the likes of Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, and the apparently high-flying OG Anunoby. On the ice, Mikko Rantanen, who just a week ago, last week on Friday, departed the Colorado Avalanche in a blockbuster trade that sent him to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for a pair of centers in Martin Necas and Jack Drury, along with some draft compensation, a 2025 second-round pick, and a fourth-round pick in 2026. While Colorado Avalanche fans certainly were surprised by the move, and it was a conversation that we'd had all season long up to this point as he's in a contract year, it appears Mikko Rantanen was surprised as well. Jesse Montano of Guerrilla Sports was in New York covering the Avs, but took a detour to ask Rantanen some questions before the Hurricanes took on the New York Rangers. Rantanen said, quote, "I thought it was going to be an extension for sure. I can't lie about that. But yeah, it was surprising because there was still some time until the deadline. I totally understand they didn't want to lose for free, but yeah, it surprised me for sure, and I didn't expect it." Overall, as much as this trade has clearly hurt Avalanche fans and may end up hurting the Avs as a roster, they did get 2 players that, in theory, could help their ultimate goal, which is to sacrifice members of that top line in order to increase quality depth. Patrick Surtain, the Broncos' all-pro cornerback, who is a front-runner to win Defensive Player of the Year, is inspired by another Colorado star in cornerback Travis Hunter. In an exclusive interview with Westword's Katie Cheshire, Surtain opened up about the possibility of playing both ways like we saw Hunter do at CU the last 2 seasons. Surtain said, and I quote, "Why not? Put me in at receiver. Let me make a couple plays here and there. I could do it. Whatever route you need me to do, whatever you need me to do, I'm there." It's clear that Patrick Surtain has the capability of playing cornerback at the highest level right out of the gate. He's an all-pro on a rookie contract. So while I don't doubt that Surtain has some of the physical capabilities to be able to play receiver, even at the NFL level, to a reasonable degree, I don't think this is a smart move for Patrick Surtain, and it's a move that we don't even know is going to work out for Travis Hunter yet. Let's not forget, we don't know where Travis Hunter's going to play, the system he's going to be implemented in, the quarterback situation and the receiver room that he'll be dropped into. So while Travis Hunter, like all of you, I was dazzled by all season long, let's not get the cart in front of the horse. And let's not put an all-pro player who's a cornerstone franchise member of this Broncos team as they rebuild around Bo Nix and under the tutelage of Sean Payton. Let's not put that caliber of a player at risk. We'll see if he ends up doing it in a weird way because of the comments here and because of the movement that I think Patrick Surtain is showing evidence of starting and inspiration behind Travis Hunter. If you had to make me bet, would Patrick Surtain catch a pass in an NFL game in his NFL career or not? I would probably lean toward that he would, but I don't think that's a good thing for the Denver Broncos. And another former Denver Broncos legend, Champ Bailey, who went through this exact same scenario, agrees with that sentiment. In a recent interview on the Dominique Foxworth podcast, Champ Bailey said, when asked about Pat Surtain's desire to play both ways, don't do it. Don't try to be Justin Jefferson and Pat Surtain because you're going to get exposed that way. And ultimately, that's likely what will happen. Will Patrick Surtain listen to the advice of somebody like me? Maybe not, but he should probably listen to the advice of somebody like Champ Bailey, who's done what Patrick Surtain is doing and did it here in Denver for a long time. That'll be all for today's Denver Sports Daily, January 30th, 2025. We'll catch you tomorrow.